On today's episode of American Dreams Selling Nashville, we're going to see the hidden treasures of the Nashville Zoo. I'm your host, Jessica Tamaro. So we just stepped off the path and now we're at the Kangaroo Kickabout. What would you like to share about the kangaroos here?
Well, you know what's interesting about this exhibit is it is a walkthrough exhibit, right? Most of the exhibits that you see at zoos, you walk up and you look into the exhibit. This one, you're actually going to walk through the exhibit. We ask that all of our guests stay on the pathway as you walk through the exhibit, and then the kangaroos can go pretty much wherever they want. If they go onto the pathways, you're welcome to pet them. But if they stay off the pathways, they don't want to be touched at that point, so they kind of move in that direction.
Okay, and they just live right out here?
They all just live right out here, generally kind of lazing through the day. They're crepuscular, which means that they're really kind of active at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day, right? During the day itself, they'll tend to sleep a lot. They lounge around in the grass. Sometimes they'll sleep on the pathways because they like being touched, so that tactile process is really kind of up to them.
One of my favorite hidden gems at the Nashville Zoo is actually in the women's restroom in the back of the zoo, and we're going to go ahead and take you in. Another one of my favorite stops off of the path is the train at the Nashville Zoo. All right, another of my favorite spots here at the Nashville Zoo is the zip line. It's an awesome ride because you're seated and it gives you a spectacular view of the different scenes of the zoo. All right, another stop in the Nashville Zoo is Lorikeet Landing. Jim, can you tell us a little bit about Lorikeet Landing?
Yeah, actually a lot like Kangaroo Kickabout. You know, you stay on the pathway and the birds go wherever they like, and they fly all over this. It's completely enclosed. And for $2, you can feed them a little bit of nectar. This is like a sugary substance that they lap up. And when they lap it up with their tongue, which looks like a bottle brush.
Oh,
so it kind of sticks in there and they get to soak up all those juices and pull them into their mouth. But they'll land on your hands. Sometimes they'll come over to your shoulders and land. It just kind of depends on really how hungry they are.
Oh, great.
Yeah. But lorikeets are from Australia. These are rainbow lorikeets. There's several different types of species in here. So you'll see different coloring on them and that kind of thing. Those are just the different species that are here.
Well, when most people think of the zoo, they probably don't think about a playground.
They don't, yes. This is the Jungle Gym Playground, and it is a massive playground. It's the largest community-built playground in the United States. The playground itself is 66,000 square feet, but we've recently added on Promise Park, and Promise Park is an area of the playground where kids of all abilities can play together. And that was brought in a couple of years ago, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
So a fully accessible playground within the zoo, within the biggest playground in the U.S.?
Exactly, and there's places for parents to sit. If they don't want to play with their kids, the whole thing is fenced in. There's only one way in and out, so it's a great place to come and just kind of let the kids burn off that last bit of energy at the end of the day. If you're new here coming into town, if you've never been to the zoo before and you have kids, don't show them the playground until the end, because you won't be able to get them out of here.
They won't want to see the animals.
They'll be too tired to see anything else.
Okay.
That's right.
Great. Thanks for having us today, Jim. This has been fantastic.
Yeah, happy to do it.
And if you ever find yourself visiting Nashville or living here, of course, they have season passes and day passes. Be sure that you get out here to the Nashville Zoo. Just 5 minutes from the Nashville Zoo is the wonderful Creve Hall neighborhood. I'd like to show you a home that's available now. Today we're going to tour 630 with Spring Hills Drive in Nashville, Tennessee. It's near the Creve Hall neighborhood. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath that's been completely remodeled, professionally decorated, has a fully fenced yard, and just checks most of the boxes that buyers here in the area are looking for. From American Dream TV, Selling Nashville, thank you for joining me and my family today as we explored the adventures of the Nashville Zoo.